Hello, I'm Ann Bowers with Accounting Assistance Team. I am a cloud accountant specializing in QuickBooks Online. I help small business owners save time, gain insight, and grow. And in today's video, we are going to talk about what kind of QuickBooks Online should you get. So there are a lot of business owners, especially for this year, when we're at the beginning of the year, when they finally make the decision to go from spreadsheets or just a pile of receipts, in a container or a file system, they finally decide to go from that to getting an accounting system in place. And a lot of people choose QuickBooks Online. So the big question that most people ask is, well, which one should I subscribe to? And it all depends on your situation. So a lot of it depends on the kind of business you have, the legal structure, what kinds of features do you need, how many people are going to be accessing your account and helping you, with your QuickBooks. All of those things factor in. So we're going to take a look at the Simple Start, the Plus, and the Advanced. Yes, there is the smaller freelancer self-employed version that some people choose to use, but as a bookkeeping professional, most of the time I kind of steer people toward usually the Plus version, but especially the Simple Start, Plus, or Advanced. Those are the three main things that people want to do when they're trying to grow their small business. So you'll notice that we are on the site that shows us a comparison, and they offer a special deal where for a 3-month period you can get 50% off your subscription. However, just know that if you go through me, a certified pro advisor, I can actually get you special pricing. So for example, whichever version of QuickBooks Online you need, I can get you 50% off for a year. Okay, so use my link below or go to the website and you will be able to access this special deal. For many business owners, getting started involves a lot of upfront costs. So anywhere you can save some money, do it. So we'll start with the Simple Start for small business. And that is usually it's $25 a month, but of course with the special subscription pricing, it would be half of that, for the special period. And with Simple Start, they offer these features. So, of course, know where your money is going. Every business needs to track the revenue coming in and the expenses going out. And that gives you a picture of where your business stands. How is your business doing? So you have the ability to connect up your QuickBooks with your online bank accounts. So your checking, your savings, your money markets, your credit cards, your PayPal accounts, your Stripe accounts, etc. And everything kind of connects in together, and it brings in your transactions so that then you can categorize them into the different, kind of buckets, if you will, of expenses where they go. And then later you'll be able to run reports to see where your money is going. So automatically sort transactions into tax categories. When they say automatically, they mean you can set up some rules. So let's say every time you go to Staples or Office Max, you're buying office supplies. You can actually tell the system to have that as a rule so that every time that that transaction comes in from the bank feed, the system can automatically categorize that as office supplies for you. This version has the ability to take pictures of receipts and have them added to the transactions either through the app as you're entering it or later when you sit down to go through, your week's worth of receipts. And being able to capture the receipts and attach them in your QuickBooks Online to the transactions is very helpful. So here's a quick example. Most receipts come on that thermal paper that is heat sensitive. So if you don't capture the image of the receipt while it's fresh, they degrade over time. So you could have them stored away in your files, or it could be in your car glove box or wherever, and eventually that receipt's going to fade. So it's very important to capture your documents and receipts and any kind of backup paperwork to the transaction inside of your software as soon as you can, and that way it's captured for all time and it's available whenever you need to see it. And the software has the ability to match a receipt to an existing entry that you've already got in your books, or to create a new one based on that receipt that you've captured and uploaded. And of course, capturing all of your business expenses and categorizing them properly is very important when it comes to tax reporting time. So if along through the year you've had a good habit of keeping up with your entries, then when it comes time to hand everything over to your tax accountant, you'll be better prepared to do so. One of the very helpful features of QuickBooks Online is that you have the ability to invite your accountant to be one of the accountant users on your account, and that doesn't count toward your number of users. So some of the subscriptions only allow for a certain amount of users, but if you add your tax accountant, that's okay, it won't count toward the number. And this is helpful for tax time because your accountant can literally just log in whenever they need to and review transactions, pull the reports that they need to, make adjusting entries, all of those important things that relate to the tax reporting and, end of year wrap up. Of course, an important part of any small business is earning revenue. So you are able to create professional invoices, email them to your customers, your clients, and be able to have them pay, through the link if you've got the payments account connected. This version also allows the ability to track your business mileage. Of course, it requires some setup on the front end, but then once you have everything in place, it can automatically track your mileage for you. If you decide to activate your QuickBooks Payments account, which is pretty much your built-in merchant account, then you have the ability to receive payments by ACH or credit card, and this is a very convenient way to quickly and easily receive payments, from your customers. If you don't already have an existing business checking account, then the QuickBooks software sets you up a QuickBooks Cash account, which is very convenient, especially for, you may be in an area where your banking systems just don't give free business accounts. So this will be a good way for you to get started. And the Simple Start allows you to run a basic set of reports. Now, as your business grows and you need more information for management decision making, you are going to need to upgrade to be able to run a complete set of reports. And if your business needs the ability to send estimates, all three of these versions that we're talking about today have that ability. And the Simple Start version also allows you to set up the ability to track and collect sales tax. And all three versions of the software we're looking at today allow the addition of contractors. So you can actually mark a vendor as a contractor, and then the software tracks how much you've paid them during a calendar year to see whether or not you need to issue them a 1099. Next, we move on to the Plus version of the software. And of course, it includes all of the functions of Simple Start with additional features. So here we can manage and pay bills. And if you haven't already watched my videos about the Melio bill pay, you'll want to check those out too. There's part 1 and 2, and it shows you how you can pay vendor bills for free inside of QuickBooks or outside of QuickBooks directly through Melio. And that feature saves a lot of time and money. You also have the ability to track time. So for example, let's say your business needs to track the amount of hours employees spend working on different clients or different projects, and then later you want to make that billable. That gives you the ability to do so. Or even if you just want to track for your own purposes. QuickBooks Plus allows up to 5 users, so you may have several different people working in different areas of your books, and this allows up to 5. Now again, this doesn't count toward the accountant users. The Plus version also gives you the ability to track projects. So for example, if you are in the construction industry, you can set up different projects in your books and track what you're spending on payroll due to that project, what you're spending on materials and supplies because of that project. And this can also help you in your billing for that project later. If your company needs to track inventory, then you need to get at least the Plus subscription because it has this feature. And you can see that you'll be able to connect your account with Amazon, Shopify, Etsy, and more. Now we move on to the QuickBooks Advanced subscription level. And of course, it covers all of the things that the previous 2 levels provide, but it also gives you additional features such as up to 25 users. So if your business needs this functionality, for example, you've got different people working in different departments or different areas of your business, and you need to control the levels of access, for different departments or different people that are signing into your system, you can actually custom configure their permissions. So for example, if you have someone who is working on payroll, they don't necessarily need access to someone who is working on the inventory. And someone who's working on the inventory doesn't necessarily need access to the banking area. So this subscription level is very nice if you have different people working on different things and they don't necessarily need to see every part of your books to do their job. And this also protects your company information. And of course, this higher subscription level gives you very robust features such as Fathom, which can create amazing, very informative reports to help you make business decisions and see how things are going. The advanced subscription level also allows you to do batches. So for example, if you are doing a batch of invoices, that can save you a lot of time compared to doing each invoice individually. You're able to cut and paste information from Excel and enter it directly into the software. And it gives you the ability to do things like send multiple checks, expenses, and bills in a fewer amount of clicks compared to doing things one by one. And this higher subscription level also gives you access to a dedicated support team. There are also free online training modules for you and your staff, so you can learn at your own pace about different features and functions inside of the software. You can also set up some automated workflows to help save you some time and be more efficient. You can also automate reminders. For example, you could send out reminders to all of your overdue invoices, and you can create your own rules for the automation process. Advanced also has the ability to restore the QuickBooks data. So for example, let's say that something went horribly wrong and you just need to restore it to a time this morning when everything was still fine. You can do that. And of course, there are a number of apps that you can connect to your QuickBooks to help you with different functions like, DocuSign, Salesforce, other kinds of software. So a lot of the decision really comes down to what kinds of features do you need to run your business. So for example, if you are a solopreneur, just getting started with your business, you may decide to go the route of the Simple Start or the Plus. If you are a larger company, or if you have lots of employees, if you have, inventory, if you have different departments working on different things, if you have a number of users that need access, to the company books, then you're definitely going to want to go with the advanced subscription. And again, no matter which one you decide, remember, please use my link and you will get special pricing. I want you to use QuickBooks. I want you to save some money, save some time and hassle, and get things off on the right foot for this year. I hope you found this information helpful, and please share with another business owner that you know. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.